What's going on, Warriors? It's Coach Jay. I'm excited today. I just want to jump in because I really want to help my diabetics out, help you guys out when it comes to building muscle. I know a lot of you are having problems gaining weight and building muscle. Well, no more. We're going to get rid of that. I'm going to show you guys one of the key things that you need to start doing. You need to start doing this if you guys want to build muscle and you want to start gaining weight. All right, if it's your first time on the channel, guys, on the channel, I help busy diabetics to build muscle, burn fat, and control their blood sugars and manage diabetes better overall. I also do supplement reviews to help you guys choose the right supplements to put on muscle, burn some stubborn body fat, and just look fucking ripped. I got you guys covered. So if any of that sounds good, make sure you guys hit that bell notification, smash that like button. It just helps me out to share this with more people, more diabetics, and let's just keep growing our community. I love you guys. Let's just dive right into this one. Side note, you might see some changes in my outfit. That's just because I had to film this in 2 separate takes because my camera died the first time, but the information is valid. Listen, Warriors, if your game plan is to build muscle, then you're going to want to start to increase your carbohydrates and your insulin. A lot of times as diabetic, I understand it's difficult because we're afraid that our blood sugars might go too high or go too low if we eat too many carbohydrates, right? But the important thing you have to remember is when you are training and you're lifting weights, you're typically in what's called the anaerobic system. This is your glycolytic system, meaning your body through glycolysis, the breakdown of glucose, which is carbohydrates broken down into glucose, helps to fuel those workouts. And so if you don't have enough glucose on board, your body is going to start to use muscle along with fats, but protein and muscle to help to fuel that workout. And the last thing you want if you're a diabetic is you do not want your body to start to break down muscle. If you're a diabetic and your blood sugars are already having a hard time, your blood sugars are going high and low, those high blood sugar readings are already causing some muscle wasting. And so your body, in order to optimize your body to build muscle, you want to focus on making sure you increase your carbohydrates and your insulin, since insulin, again, is our weight storage, fat storage, nutrient storage, weight gaining hormone, tongue twister. But that's what's going to help you to start to build muscle. So start increasing your insulin, start increasing your carbohydrates, make sure your calories are 500 to 1,000 above maintenance, and that will set you guys up to start to build muscle and gain weight as diabetics. One of the things that can help you when you increase your carbohydrates to do it with confidence is make sure you know your insulin to carb ratio. If you don't know your insulin to carb ratio, whether you're 1 unit of short-acting insulin for every 10 grams of carbohydrates or 1 unit for every 7 grams of carbohydrates, if you don't know this, it's like shooting in the dark. You're not going to hit the target. So you want to start focusing on figuring out that insulin to carb ratio so that you understand what you need to do and how much insulin you need to give yourself when you start to increase your carbohydrates. So I'm actually at the gym right now. I'm at Pure Muscle Fitness today, guys, but I want to show you guys something that you guys can do when you guys are working out. I want to prove my point when you guys are working out that you need to start taking in your carbohydrates. You need to start getting glucose into those cells so you guys can start to build muscle. So I'm going to show you guys what I mean, give you guys an example so you guys know what's up. All right, because you guys know I got you guys covered. Come on now, easy peasy. Let's get this thing popping. All right, guys, so I'm filming this to give you guys an example of what happens and what system you guys are using when you guys are muscle building. So what you guys have to understand is that when you guys are training and you're in the gym, you're using, majority of the time, you're using an anaerobic system. With the anaerobic system, that requires glycolysis. What glycolysis means is it's the breakdown of carbohydrates into glucose. Your body then breaks that glucose down so that you can use that as energy to fuel your workout. And so what that means is we prevent things like muscle wasting just by just because we have enough glucose in the cells to feed ourselves and give us energy during the workout. If we don't have that, then what ends up happening is the body starts using things like protein. Yes, it uses fat too, but it'll also use muscle tissue for energy instead. And if we're diabetics, at the end of the day, we already have the issue of having muscle wasting. So we want to make sure we avoid that when we're working out, when we're training, so we can preserve muscle mass. When you're training too, you guys are going to notice when it kicks in, you're going to get that lactic acid feeling when you guys are training, right? And that just means that your body is breaking down glucose in the anaerobic system through glycolysis, right? Now, you might start still feeling that lactic acid when you're training if you don't have glucose on board. But what happens is your body is now feeding and using more muscle tissue to help fuel your workouts. So it might feel like you're doing something, but over time, it might start feeling like you just can't seem to gain weight because now you have that problem of not enough calories, not enough carbs, and then your body's using muscle tissue, so you're breaking down all that tissue in the gym, because the gym is a catabolic process, meaning you're breaking things down. It's only when you leave the gym are we actually in an anabolic process, which means we're building muscle when we leave the gym, right? And that comes into play with getting more glucose or getting more sugar to fuel your workouts. So when you're in the gym, you can crush this shit. Again, if you guys don't do that, then you're running yourself into a problem, you're running yourself into the ground, and you will never build muscle and gain weight the way you want to. So focus on getting glucose in the right way so you guys can fuel your workouts, you can go till failure, you can hit that lactic acid.